Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. If you don't think that the way that you carry yourself when you are out in public, the way that you dress when you are out in public, the way you react to certain situations when you are out in public, the way you carry yourself when you are out in public will determine how people look at you, well, you are so wrong. Because other people will say that they don't judge. I've even been there. I've even said it. I don't judge anyone. No, I don't judge. I would never judge. That's a lie. We all judge. We all judge people. We all judge other people. We may not judge ourselves sometimes, and sometimes you do. Sometimes you're harder on yourself than you are on other people. But we do judge other people based on what? Based on the way they're dressed, based on the way they carry themselves, based on their mannerism, based on their language, based on the way they talk, based on the way they look, based on the way they respond and react to you, based on your interactions with them. So do you see what I am getting at? We always judge people. We judge people based on who they present themselves as. Yes. We judge people based on who they present themselves as. So do not tell me that if you get judged by anyone, if you get profiled by anyone based on how you're dressed, based on how you look, based on how you speak, that it's their problem. Because in actuality, it's your problem. You are the one presenting yourself as such. For instance, gentlemen, if you do not own a suit, if you've never worn a suit, honestly, you might want to look at yourself. You might want to look in the mirror and think hard about the type of person you present yourself to be, whether it's on social media, whether it's out in public, or even in the house with your family. You have to look at the type of person that you have presented yourself as. Because not to own a suit means that you do not have, I would say, a business mindset. Not to own a suit means that you really don't have any class. That's just how it is, because every man should own a suit. Every man should be able to throw on a suit. There's several occasions to which you will need a suit. And if you don't have one, that tells me one thing. That tells me that you are always dressed casually, no matter where it is you go. You always dress casually. Whether it's out on a date with a woman, you're dressed casually. Whether it's to your child's graduation, you're dressed casually. Whether it's to a wedding, you're dressed casually. Whether it's to church, you're dressed casually, always dressed casually. Sneakers, some shorts, and a t-shirt. You don't own a suit. You don't even know what it means to put on a suit. Well, I'll tell you, when you put on a suit, you are in a whole different ball game. Yes, you are. Because having that suit on will allow you to carry yourself differently from other people. Having a suit on will actually get you into doors that you never thought you could get into. See, I'm giving y'all some game right now. Some of y'all will listen to this and you will take it and you will apply it to your life, and others won't, because you're going to say, he don't know what he's talking about. What is he talking about? I dress casually for every occasion and it's never steered me wrong. I've never gone wrong by dressing casually. Well, you are limiting yourself to where you can go and what you can do. I'm here to tell you that. Gentlemen, if you are on Instagram, if you are on TikTok, if you are on YouTube, if you are on Facebook, whatever app that you use, if you are on that app with your middle finger up, you got the gold grills. Yes, you're dressed a certain way, pants sagging. It's not even dressed a certain way, just the way that you wear your clothes, the way you apply your clothing to yourself, the way your clothing sits on you. If it's not properly sitting on you, then guess what? You will get judged and you will get profiled. I'm sorry to say. And not to mention, when you think about it, in actuality, if a dude comes into a store with his pants sagging, right, and he's very loud, what are you going to think? What are you going to say? And be honest. What are you going to say? You're going to judge him. You will automatically profile that man. You will automatically profile him. But if he comes into the store and he's dressed properly, meaning his pants are not hanging off his ass where you can see his drawers, and that man carries himself in a respectful manner, then guess what? You're also going to judge him then, but you won't look at him in that way. And now you have some people out here who will say, oh, he's a sellout. That's not black. That's not being black. Really? So what is being black? Are we back on that conversation again? What is being black exactly? Degeneracy? I've told y'all that in the past. What is being black? Is it dressing with your pants hanging off your ass down to your knees? Is that what it is? Is that having the extra baggy shirt on? Is that what it is? Is that what being black is? Is it being loud and rude and obnoxious in public? Is that what being black is? Because you have to remember, it's also how you act. It's also your interactions with people out in public. And not to mention, why are y'all so angry? This is for the black men out there that are so angry at the world. Why are y'all so angry at each other? Why are you willing to pull out a gun and delete each other so quickly for any reason, any small reason? Why are you ready to do this? Why are you ready to rob someone who looks exactly like you? I don't get it. I just saw a video the other day where 4 young men, they robbed another black man, an Uber driver. They robbed him and they deleted him. For what reason? For no reason whatsoever. How much money do you think an Uber driver actually has on them? Y'all ended that man's life for a couple of dollars, and it's crazy to me. And you want to know how these young men looked? Exactly how I described earlier. Pants sagging down to their ass, hair all disheveled all over the place, not combed. They're not looking presentable. Yes, all of them, all 4 young men looked the exact same way. So now when you see 4 young men walk into a store and they're dressed exactly like that and they're carrying themselves exactly like that, they have the shiesty masks on, what are you going to think? Be honest with yourself. Don't lie. Be honest with yourself. And we know exactly what you're going to say. So gentlemen, I'm trying to tell y'all that the way that you present yourself out in public will determine how the world views you. This is exactly why brown men, black men, tan men, because you know we have to separate it now. This is why the black community is viewed as degenerates. This is why when you walk into a store, they look at you. That's exactly why. This is why you get profiled, because the people who are committing certain acts of violence, the people who are committing certain crimes, they look and act just like you. Yes, and that's not to say if you have a suit on, they won't profile you. Well, let me stop. If you have a suit on, you will not get profiled as you would with your pants hanging off your ass and looking crazy. No, you're not. I'm sorry to say that. And once again, like I told you before, having a suit on, being dressed properly will get you into doors that you never thought you could get into. If you come to a job interview and you don't have a suit on, if you come to a job interview and you're not properly dressed, you don't have your shirt tucked in, you're not presentable, your hair isn't neat, then guess what? It tells me one thing about you, and trust me, I've been there. I have interviewed a lot of young black men who just came any old way. They didn't care how they were dressed. I've even had some come in flip-flops. Yes, they had flip-flops on, home bedroom slippers on. Yes. Now, how do you think I viewed that man? How do you think I viewed him? Did I profile him? I damn sure did, because for you to come to a job interview dressed like that tells me one thing and one thing only. You really don't care. And if you don't care about your appearance, then you won't care about this job. Yes, I'm only telling the truth. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only relaying the message. I'm only telling y'all the truth and how things are. Now for the ladies, y'all have to understand that when you are out here with your ass all out, with your ass hanging out in public, half dressed, being loud, being obnoxious, you will definitely get profiled. I have a perfect example for y'all. I wasn't even dating. I had met a young lady who, you know, she was talking a good game. She was talking about how great of a woman she was, how she did this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me see what you're about. So we exchanged IG information and I went on her IG page. When I tell you I was disgusted, and I am a man. Y'all know men are visual creatures. We are very visual. I'm a visual creature. I love pretty women. Yes, of course. And what man doesn't like to see a pretty woman? But here's what disgusted me about her IG. Every other picture was of her ass cheeks out. Now, when I say her ass cheeks out, I'm not exaggerating at all. The outfits that she had on, you could literally see her ass, literally. She even had outfits that were see-through where you can see her bra and panties. So you could see her ass and her titties. Literally, I am not making this up. Her ass was hanging out in every picture. And it was disgusting to me. It really was. Now, when you present yourself like this on social media, when you present yourself like this out in the world, now, and mind you, this is how she went out too. This is how she went out. And another thing that I noticed about her pictures was that she was always in the clubs. Yes, she was always in the clubs. So you mean to tell me that you want to be a wife? You're telling me that, yeah, I want to be a wife. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to be a wife. But yet every picture is in the club, butt ass naked, half naked. That's crazy to me because your actions do not align with your words. True or false? And what am I going to believe? Your words or your actions? Actions speak louder than words, people. Let's be real. And so I would not take her seriously. I would never take her seriously. Not to mention the man of my stature. I'm sorry. I've worked too hard, way too hard to be where I'm at, to get to where I'm at right now, to start dating someone who dresses like that, someone who acts like that. No, I would never. How can I bring this person around my peers? I would be the laughing stock of the group. Anyone can go on your page and see your ass. I mean, literally, you can see her ass in every picture. Any man could do this. Now, what kind of man is going to marry a woman like this? What kind of man is going to walk with you hand in hand anywhere while other men are looking at him like, yeah, I smashed that? Because that was another thing that she seemed to mention to me, or enjoyed mentioning to me, how many men she had smashed, how many men smashed her, how many men ran through her. And again, that's supposed to turn me on as a man? No. So ladies, how you carry yourself and present yourself is exactly how you are going to be treated. That's exactly how you're going to be treated. Y'all cannot say that you don't want to be sexualized, but at the same time turn around and sexualize yourself. Make it make sense. You don't want to be sexualized, or do you? Because you sexualize yourselves all the time, especially on social media, by how you're dressed, by the pictures of you're showing your ass everywhere. And I have discovered that you definitely don't want a woman that is on social media. No, you don't. Gentlemen, if y'all are listening, listen good. You don't want a woman that is on social media. I'm telling y'all this right now. You do not want a woman that is on social media posting pictures of her ass, posting pictures of her titties, because this is how she gets attention and this is what she loves. Now, when she gets older, she's going to say she's ready to settle down, she's ready to do this, she's ready to be a wife. Well, you weren't ready to be a wife now. So why am I going to wait 10 years, 15 years when you get older and men are not checking for you like that? Now all of a sudden you want to settle down. Now all of a sudden people can go back into your pictures and see how much of a thought you were being on social media and in public, how obnoxious you were in public. Yes. The ghetto mentality is real. I'm here to tell you, men and women act the ghetto. And it's not just black people. There are ghetto white people also. There are ghetto Asian people also. Yes, the ghetto mentality is a real thing. And it does not discriminate. Everyone is able to be ghetto. So no matter what skin tone you are, if you're ghetto, if you dress a certain way, if you act a certain way, if you're loud and obnoxious, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on social media, whether it's in public, then guess what? You will be profiled and you will be judged. It always happens. It always happens. So I need y'all to listen to me and listen closely. The way that you carry yourself will determine how the world views you, will determine what the world thinks of you. And if you say, I don't care what the world thinks of me, that's fine. Stay where you're at, because that's exactly where you're going to be in 10, 15, 20 years. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.